Se avete pure, ragazzi, chiudete la live. Se non avete pure, stiate qui insieme a me a vedere Toff e Nuke. Io vi auguro una buona visione. E... Did you see it?
Top 10 ghosts caught on camera, desecrated. Japanese paranormal YouTube channel Fourth Wall has been sent several videos taken at the same cemetery somewhere in Japan. The graveyard is said to be haunted by the tragic ghost of a little boy who drowned in a pond 30 years ago. His parents laid him to rest in the cemetery and commissioned a beautiful statue of their son to be placed at his gravesite to honor and remember him. Late one night, heartless vandals desecrated the grave, destroying the statue and stealing its head. Since then, local legend says that the headless spirit of the child roams the graveyard, forever looking for his missing head. In September of 2015, a CCTV camera at the cemetery records this shocking footage.
2007, che qualità.
In the dead of night, a shadow-like figure can be seen walking along the graves. After word of this disturbingly creepy video spread, a Japanese ghost hunter decided to investigate the cemetery for himself. It did not go well.
It did not go well. Questi sono un po' scam, questi qua, i Four Wall. Ma che strane tombe. No, non è vero che era un bambino. No, era... No, questo è fake. Era actually una macchia sulla fotocamera, questo. Did you see it? Non poteva essere... Corre però,
The ghost hunter hears something and turns to see an odd white apparition, but he whips back around and nothing there. He seems to think he imagined it, but when he turns toward the other end of the cemetery row, the apparition is now right in front of him. In abject terror, he makes a run for it. So could it be that these strange figures are the spirit of the little boy?
Dai, non sembra fatto troppo male, però.
The cemetery? Let me know what you think. You can watch this full video and many more spooky Japanese ghost videos over on the YouTube channel Fourth Wall.
Mr. Nakagata, grazie al follow.
Peggy 12.
Peggy 12. No, beh, un videogioco di troie. Mi sembra
Croatian Creeper. Popular YouTuber Dennis Domian sets out to explore the Bribir Cemetery in his hometown of Bribir, Croatia for his quote, scary bedtime stories video series. He says that throughout his childhood, the cemetery has always given him the creeps, and even now he feels uncomfortable just being there. In the dead of night, he gets a video tour through the graveyard when suddenly he records something that's just unnerving.
Che culo, Sasha. È bella come ad.
Ok, lagano idem jer imam feeling ko da nisam sam.
Did you see it?
No.
Someone or some strange distorted figure can be seen standing amongst the graves.
Ma quello è Westcock, raga.
Back, it's gone.
Ma è Westcock quello. Che cazzo stai a fare là?
It can be seen that the small cemetery is completely empty, and Dennis swears he was all alone. So just who or what is this strange distorted thing?
Sì, Jorb.
The ghost of the
A me le
mosh
pubblicità di
pit.
Magic mi fanno tiltare.
Now, most of the time we think of creepy paranormal video as occurring in the dark, and maybe in creepy old abandoned places. But here's a video that's from a live daytime heavy metal music festival in San Bernardino, California in 2011. And just watch very closely, because it's about to get weird. So a very big guy goes charging into the mosh pit when suddenly he seems
What
to
the
get
fuck?
clotheslined by someone or something that is completely invisible.
Actually,
And he goes flying backward.
credo sia quasi impossibile. Cioè, aspetta, fermo. So, è possibile, cioè, farlo
Suddenly he seems to get
volontariamente?
clotheslined by someone or
Beh, sì, ovvio che è possibile. Però non c'ha le gambe da davanti.
something that is completely
Lui non c'ha le gambe
invisible.
da davanti, però.
And he goes flying backwards.
C'è un conto se c'ha le gambe da
Now,
davanti.
that would be weird enough. But his friend helps him up, and then he seems to get forcefully
Lo
yanked
fai in live?
backwards again
No,
by
wait.
some unseen force. He even seems to get dragged backwards along the
Infatti.
ground. So is this just the ghost of an angry metal fan? Is this guy just an incredible mime? Or what?
Ma pure guarda che
happened
spinta. No, raga.
here?
Cioè, sta cosa.
Incredible mime?
Guarda sta spinta. Ma raga, sta spinta come fa a farla da fermo? Con le gambe a terra. Non puoi. Devi per forza stare le gambe. Porco
Or
boia.
what happened here? You tell me.
Sembra legit, vero? Come cazzo fai con le gambe a terra a darti la forza? Guarda qua, con le gambe a terra, c'ha le gambe a terra. Come fai a darti la forza? Guarda, c'ha le gambe a terra lui. Non lo so. C'è un conto se si tirava sulle gambe lui,
Caught
però.
on camera.
Che strano.
Instagram user Satanic Tacos,
Beh.
aka Heather, says she is skeptical of all things paranormal and doesn't believe in the afterlife or ghosts. But late one night, her 1-year-old son wakes up very upset and doesn't stop crying for over 2 hours.
Signorina, sono uno
Bizarrely, the motion
schiacciafantasmi.
detectors on the CCTV cameras around Heather's house
sempre
were
una
going
sola
off
volta.
too. She checked her
appunto,
recorded CCTV
appunto.
footage,
Quello dico.
and to her shock,
Se tu stai con i piedi fermi a terra in piedi così, è impossibile fare una spinta così che ti manda così tanto indietro da solo. Capito? Deve spingere qualcuno. Cioè, è impossibile che se tu stai in piedi e lo fai apposta a cadere, vai così dritto se non alzi le gambe. Capito?
just after her child starts crying, one of the cameras outside catches something downright
Ma se fa.
creepy.
Sì, ma uno così non credo riesca a farlo benissimo. Vediamo un po' questo. Ok. Da qualcosa
A
sembra si
strange
veda.
translucent figure seems to appear right out of the wall of the lower deck and can be seen walking through the snow away from the house. Heather says she has no idea what this could be and is a little freaked out about the timing with her son's crying. Now, as for myself, usually I would just say that this is a compression error in the camera and that it's blurring a person who is walking in darkness. But everything else here in the video is perfectly clear and the footage is well lit. So I'm a
No, dai,
bit
ci siete che l'hai scritto
confused
sul canale di Fragola.
myself. If you see a video that you think would be perfect for the top 5, or if
Dai,
you have a ghost
possibile,
hunting channel and you
facciamo
caught
il
something
screen.
great, contact me at nukestop5@gmail.com. The girl on the road. Now this next
non si
creepy
mette in
video
dubbio.
was sent in by a very nice Nukes Top 5 viewer, but
Ma
it's
una
an
queste
old
cose se
clip
vuole,
and the
cioè, il fatto è
source.
questo, cioè queste cose, ok, fragoline, e in queste cose ragazzi uno non deve, cioè noi quello che stiamo facendo qua è cercare di vederlo e divertirci. Poi capisco che magari ci sono persone che non ci credono, persone che ci credono, ma il fatto è dire, se tu ogni cosa che succede qualcosa, non ti sto attaccando, o ogni volta che succede qualcosa dici vabbè questo è falso, questo di qua, ma non c'è neanche più il gusto di vedere un video del genere, capito? È come se vado a vedere un film che Avengers fa e faccio sì, tanto Thanos moscocchiati da un coglione, figlio di puttana, la madre della troia, tanto il prossimo Avengers, cioè se già so che è tutto finto, faccio sì, tanto è finto, Thor non esiste e tu quest'altro ciucchia cazzi e basta, e non lo vado a vedere Avengers allora, capito? Vedetelo un po' come se fosse un film, just relax e godetevi il video.
Is unknown. The video is believed to have been recorded in the West Java area of Indonesia, and it shows 2 men encountering something horrifying on the road.
Horrifying.
Họ balik, ayo,
Avevo detto che stava in India?
Mana? Ini lain dah. Nolak. Anjing nanti bu. Dah kritik nama. Ih. Kasih. Nanti lah. La ilaha illallah. Astagfirullahaladzim. Nanti itu tuh la ilaha illallah. La ilaha illallah. La ilaha illallah.
Ma che è finto?
The two men pray continuously as they
Questo è
encounter what looks to
finto.
be an extremely pale figure of a little girl.
Ma vabbè, è appeso.
Even more terrifying, as they get closer, the figure seems to float up into the night sky above them.
Ma siete
Now,
proprio
because I
che...
don't know the actual source of this video, it's
Quelli sono i
impossible to
miei
check its
oggi.
legitimacy in
Sta
any
appena
way.
pescato, quelli sono i miei
But
LP oggi.
real or not,
Ma sì, ma questo
it's
si
definitely
vede
very
pure da come viene sollevato, dai.
creepy.
Poi in India.
And it certainly shocked me when I first watched it. I was not expecting the flying.
This is the Easy Bar,
Eh,
a complete gym you can use at home or anywhere you want to take it.
Crying in the dark. Paranormal investigators Jordan and Johnny
Hai
from the
ragione,
YouTube
Wes,
channel
colpa mia.
Paranormies set out to investigate an old
Sì,
house
ma
in
dove stava
Manitoba,
ridendo?
Canada that's believed to
It's
be
me, grazie al
haunted.
follow.
The story goes that in the 1960s, a woman named Rachel discovered that her husband of only 2 months had run off with another woman. It is said that neighbors heard Rachel sobbing uncontrollably shortly before taking her own life. Cut to current day. It is said that in the house, lights turn on and off by themselves. Strange written notes have been left behind, and loud disembodied sobbing has been heard coming from the basement. Not long after the Paranormies start their overnight investigation, the guys decide to head down into the gloomy basement. That's when investigator Johnny hears and captures something downright chilling.
Encountering, quindi proprio l'ha visto proprio, mi sa.
What was that?
You heard something?
Yeah, it sounded like a kid's voice.
Ready. It said,
Ready?
what did it say earlier? Did it say child? Yeah, it did say
It sounded
child.
like a kid's voice coming from down here. I don't know if I want to turn these lights off. I was going to turn them off.
Ma qui c'è una
Johnny is
abbastanza da
shocked when he
gaming,
hears the sound of sobbing coming from somewhere down in the basement. The guys now believe that the spirit of Rachel might be with them. Meanwhile, earlier in the investigation, the Paranormies set up 3 separate motion-activated REM pod devices on the main floor of the house. As they're investigating down in the basement, they hear something truly bizarre.
Truly bizarre.
You heard that? Footsteps upstairs?
Footsteps. I heard it.
E qui potrebbe essere facilmente, magari. Cioè, questo lo possono sapere solo loro, capito?
REM pod?
And then another one.
Ah, c'è proprio i
The
sensori.
investigators hear footsteps right above them, and a static camera
Questi sono
records as 2
stra-professional.
motion-activated REM pod devices are triggered by something moving around on the main floor.
Questi sono
And the
stra-professional, raga.
light turns on and off on its own. Jordan and Johnny decide to set up a laser grid and point it towards the kitchen and living room on the main floor, right beside the basement stairs. As they are discussing just what might be going on in the house, they capture something very disturbing.
Even when I said, like, hey, it did RAC, am I okay? Like, thank you. Like, I don't need you to. Continue on. What?
What? Wait. Ma ha passato... Tanto ce lo fa rivedere.
What did you see? I heard it wrong.
A
Voglio
shadow.
vedere se ha passato sopra o su dietro.
Rachel, are you
Right
here?
from here? This way? Like over this way or that way? Between the letters.
Even when I said, like, hey, it did RAC, am I okay? Like, thank you. Like, I don't need you to. Even when I said, like, hey, it did RAC, am I okay? Like, thank you. Like, I don't need you to.
Ma è passato dietro però. O forse è passato sopra. È passato sopra.
Continue on. What?
Sì, lo so, Sacio.
An odd misshapen shadow figure
È
darts
passato
across
sopra, è
the
passato
ceiling in
sopra.
the living room right in front of Johnny.
Volevo vedere se
The
fosse
2
passato dietro
investigators
perché
rush over to
volesse
check out
tutto.
the area, but find nothing and no one. So just what
Hanno tirato il gatto con il
is
vestito addosso.
this? Did the Paranormies team
Però se ci
capture the
pensi-
distraught spirit of Rachel?
Però queste cose,
Let me know
cioè,
what you
solo
think.
loro sanno se è vero o
You can
meno,
watch
quelli che
this
l'hanno
full
vissuto.
investigation and many more spooky videos over on the YouTube channel Paranormies.
Wes, ma se lo ingrandiscono poi... Cioè, tipo questi vedi fanno un
Ah.
canale. Questi hanno un canale YouTube. Eh? Che c'è, amore? Ah, se le ingrandiscono, magari la fanno grossa, poi magari perdono di credibilità, capito, Wesker?
channel,
Magari è per quello.
Paranormies.
Abbiamo del master.
Caught in the
Tech fu
headlines.
bye.
Now, this next video is not in any way related to the paranormal. It's actually the official music video of a very popular Mexican rap group called Cartel de Santa. And it's been viewed over 64 million times on YouTube.
Questi sembrano spacciatori,
But
però.
many confused fans pointed out something very spooky that happens near the beginning of the music video. Pay very close attention.
Uno, poteva essere uno là dentro, poteva essere, dai.
Did you see it?
Poteva essere una persona,
In front
dai.
of the car, the headlights illuminate some bald grayish figure crouching in the bushes that suddenly stands up to look at the couple before
E questo che cazzo è? Oh, io ho visto quello dentro.
quickly disappearing. Many fans believe that the rappers might have accidentally recorded something paranormal on camera. But of
Barbone.
course, this could simply be a crew member that was accidentally caught in the video shot. But if it's a crew member, that leads to many questions. Like, why is he gray? Why is he crouching in the bushes? Why does it look like he's not wearing a shirt? And why does he move in such an odd and creepy way? Even after the many confused questions and comments, the group has never released a statement about who or what this could be. So for now, the identity of this
Fatti i cazzi
man,
tuoi,
or
non glielo dici a lui.
whatever that is in the bushes, remains a mystery.
Porco boia.
Bewitched. Now, this next video is one of the strangest paranormal videos I've ever seen.
Interessante.
So TikTok user Luca from Nashville, Tennessee is out delivering packages one day when he suddenly spots something very bizarre in the skies above.
Hey, so out making deliveries, and what is this? There's a
Questo l'ho già
floating
visto.
broom. Look, it's just floating. Like, seriously. There's no wire, there's nothing it's connected to.
Questo ho visto su TikTok.
What is that? Seriously. It's just and it's moving too.
Now, I'm honestly not sure what to make of this video. This object, that does look very much like a floating broom, is obviously not a kite or a balloon, and it doesn't appear to be suspended by wires or a drone.
Molti avevano detto ci fosse un drone tipo a destra o a sinistra, lo sono a fa apposta per dirti. Capito? Cioè, come se qua dietro c'era un drone apposta.
If it's CGI, then it would take a visual effects expert to track this effect in with such a shaky camera. Also, Luca has no other videos that contain any CGI or anything even remotely paranormal. Luca claims that the video is 100% real.
By the way, it was a floating broom. I did not see any wires. There was no drone. I gave a pretty good view above and below it. Guys, I swear on my life, there was nothing above it or below it. It was a floating broom. I don't know if somebody was doing a voodoo spell or if it was a floating broom. I've never seen anything like it. I don't ever want to see anything like it again. It was real. I don't do CGI. I don't know how to do that. It was a floating broom, okay? I'm just as stumped as you are. I was just...
Minchia, pure io sarei rimasto là tutto il giorno, Happy. Tutto il giorno sarei rimasto là pure io.
So, I have no idea what this
Non
could
me ne
be.
fregava un cazzo.
Is it supernatural? Is it a, quote, glitch in the Matrix? Or is it just a very elaborate hoax? You decide. Followed. Ghost hunter Martin from the YouTube channel Martin's Junction sets out to explore the abandoned and allegedly haunted Nepali house in the middle of the jungle in India. The house is so
Scusa,
secluded
una
and
casata
hidden
in giungla in India. Ma non ci stanno le tigri? Cioè questo va nella giungla de notte da solo.
way that the only way to get to it is by crossing a slippery log over a river. Before he heads out, Martin sets up a static night vision camera at the log to record as he makes his way towards the house. Now, the house is empty and full of bats, lizards, and snakes. So after a bad fall, Martin decides to head back home. But something might have followed him. As Martin attempts to cross back over the log, things take a terrifying turn.
Io dietro col cazzo che puntava la luce. La camera l'ha messa lui. Io col cazzo che puntavo luce dietro. Zitto, tiravo avanti e ciaone. Wow, questo sembra fatto bene però, raga, Ci vuoi andare a caccia, Ammon? Questo non sembra fatto male, sinceramente. Mi piace come è fatto questo. Se poi è vero o falso, ripeto, non ce ne frega un cazzo.
Something dark seems to be lurking in the jungle behind Martin. But every time the ghost hunter checks the area behind him with his flashlight, whatever it is has disappeared. The mysterious figure appears several times and disappears just as fast.
Pure le mine
so what do you think happened to Martin? Did he fall by accident? Or did some dark, vengeful spirit follow him back?
Questo mi è piaciuto sinceramente, ragazzi. Mi è piaciuto.
Let me know. The Abandoned Asylum. Lead paranormal investigator Kaylee Love from the YouTube channel Love to Investigate reached out to me about a very creepy video she recorded in an old abandoned mental asylum in South Wales, UK. Kaylee says that she was alone with a fellow investigator, exploring one of the decaying asylum's many buildings. Without knowing, she captures something absolutely chilling.
The bathroom again. That's pretty cool, that is.
No, raga, poi non accorge.
Smells like an hospital in this part, definitely.
No, si è pure visto quando è ritrato su.
Did you see it?
No, è uno,
At the end of the hallway in front of Kaylee and her team member, someone appears to be standing there.
È fake, ha fatto un movimento troppo non naturale. Destra giù. Perché devi fare destra giù?
Just watching her before simply disappearing around the corner. Kaylee says she didn't see anyone there at the time. In fact, the odd figure was actually pointed out by viewers in her YouTube comments. So could this be the spirit of a patient who tragically passed away at the abandoned mental asylum?
Questo non mi è
I
piaciuto.
leave it up to you to decide.
That's pretty cool, that is.
Non mi è piaciuto.
Smells like an hospital in this part, definitely.